Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnicht Buick GMC Sports Update. Jaguars signed 6 free agents, 1 star in Julius Thomas, 5 other guys that will also step in and be starters, which means that they now have 6 new starters at least, as the DeMarco Murray, as we're taping this, the DeMarco Murray situation is still up in the air, but the Jaguars still might be in the market for a running back who would compete for a starting job. They also need help at wide receiver. But, you know, the 6 guys that they've got so far, certainly, and add Thomas as a star, as the 6th guy. These are guys that are on the shelf. They have now stocked the shelves with players that are legitimate NFL players that, you know, aren't second-string guys somewhere else. These are starters in the league, and the Jaguars are replacing 25% of their starting lineup at least going into 2015. But stars win games, and stars win championships. You could take some of the stars. You take Peyton Manning off the Broncos, still a pretty good team. You take Tom Brady off of the Patriots, still a pretty good team. You put them on those teams, though, they contend for titles, they contend for championships, they win close games. And that's where the Jaguars have to be wondering, all right, are those guys currently on the roster? I mean, is it guys like Marquise Lee and Blake Bortles and Aaron Colvin who they're expecting to emerge? Or are we going to have to wait around another year where they go out and find these guys in order to finally contend at some point? Shad Khan said, you deserve better, and he's right. You do deserve better. The Jaguars have only won 9 games in the last 3 years, and patience, while it's not wearing thin nor running out, does have an end game, and I think the Jaguars are at least showing that they're serious, having spent $175 million and $178 million and 74 or something like that guaranteed money coming up. So we'll see if any of these guys can play. I can tell you this, great guys to be around. Fit that thread that Gus Bradley and Dave Caldwell are looking for, good team guys. And, you know, if you wanted to have them over for dinner, you wouldn't be disappointed. The only question is, can they play? And that's the things that we'll find out. Again, congrats to UNF. They'll find out Sunday, finally. You know, their tournament's a week early, so they'll find out Sunday where they're headed. A lot of people think they might be going to Dayton, but, you know, there's only one time that you win your first championship. There's only one time that you're named the Coach of the Year the first time. There's only one time you get to do that at home, and UNF has relished in that. And maybe it's good that they've had this week to kind of come down from that and get back to business in the business of basketball. They'll either be in Dayton next week or they'll go directly to a regional, and probably not here. They could play here, but probably not. But congratulations and a great year for them. And congratulations to Peter Bregan, who sold the Jacksonville Suns, although Pedro's last dance will encompass the 2015 season. That certainly should be a lot of fun. Ken Babby, the owner of the Akron Rubber Ducks, is coming in as the owner of the Suns. He'll also probably own a couple of other minor league teams coming up as well. He is pretty media savvy. He is on baseball's internet or IT digital media committee, kind of chairs that up. So, I mean, this guy's got a lot going for him, and he certainly paid top dollar for the team. In fact, paid enough money to where Shad Khan, who was interested in buying the Suns, let the deal go. And that's interesting because, you know, it's not like he's going to outbid Shad, but Shad, as a businessman, felt like that Babby had paid top dollar, and he wasn't willing to do that. So Babby will be the owner of the Suns. That'll all, the transition will happen in September, but this year certainly should be a lot of fun. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnicht Buick GMC Sports Update.